Hi and welcome back. My name is Emily. I'm so glad that you decided to stop by today. I have created two slimline for you today, and I'm using the very special slimline stamp set from Trinity Stamps, and I will use my Spectrum Noir markers and coloring these bears in, and I will show you one a little bit more time-consuming project and one project that went super fast. So if you are a little bit intimidated by all of these characters that you have to be spending time coloring in, I will show you two fast ways that you can get some variation in colors and also to speed up the coloring. So here is the more time consuming. I'm using alcohol markers and I'm going around with 3 shades for each bear, and I have super sped this up. You can see I'm only showing you how I colored in one bear in that color, and as I said, I am no expert at coloring at all. I'm just doing this the way I think they look cute. I'm keeping the darker parts towards the edge and leaving the middle part a little bit lighter, and I'm doing that for all the images so the light source is pretty much the same, like the light is coming in front of them. For example, this could be a group photo in school or something like that. That was my thought anyway when I was coloring this in. So I chose different colors of brown, and you can see all of the bears colored in here, and I really like how this looks. If I didn't had stamped out the sentiments, this had been a really cool piece just to hang on the wall as is, but I will cut this out with my slimline modern edge dies from Trinity Stamps as well, and I'm just running that through my die cutting machine, and you can see, I don't know if I'm showing you, but it has a really pretty edge there. So I'm gluing this down to a panel that is 8.5 by 3.5. That is my preferred size of slimlines, and it also coordinates really nicely with Trinity Stamps products that are in that size. So here is some really pretty cardstock from Nuvo, and I'm just, or Tonic I should say, and I'm just cutting them down with this satin paper and adhering the shadow in some vellum. And this die set is also from Trinity Stamps, and it's called Scripty Love Die. It was released in the end of January this year, and I finally got to share this card. I created for Valentine's Day, but I never got around to send it out or to show you this card, so I thought it was about time that I did. And I will also say that for my second card I created that like recently, so I will have a different sentiments, and that is also nice because these cards can work all year round, and I know that I've been showing that in previous project as well. But this is how I created my faster way. So I will use the Slimline Wide Heart trio here, and I thought I would use it with this light gray polka dot paper, but I will end up using a white panel instead that I will color in. But I'm just tracing the hearts here so I know exactly where to be coloring, so I don't spend a lot of time coloring something that will be covered by my die cut panel. So that is a trick if you are struggling with coloring a lot of images, thinking that you don't have the time, if you don't have a lot of markers or stuff like that. This is a really easy way to go. An even faster way, I'm just erasing my lines so I don't go outside the lines too much or that they aren't too harsh, so I can erase them later. And the thing is, the alcohol marker is trapping the color inside, so I'm being really careful here not to trace anything that will be stuck on top of the bear. Well, anyway, an even faster way would be just to take your ink pad and just coloring in the whole image, maybe in a rainbow pattern or something like that. That will also be really fun, I think. But I wanted my bears to have some personality and different shades and everything. So, but this was just 2 easy ways to, or actually the first one isn't easy, but it's quite time consuming, but I love the result. But that second one is equally beautiful, but it takes less time. So here I'm just taking my panel here from White Nina cardstock, and I use the heavyweight here. And I will also create some splatters after I've been creating my ombre effect here with just some soft distress inking with my Trinity brushes. And I will also decide that I needed some more of that color, and I will go in with a heart that also comes in this stamp set, and I will just ink it up a couple of times. Here I'm just testing it out since it is a solid stamp. I don't want it to be performing badly, and I also wanted a second generation stamping, this is called, or a third or a fourth. So I'm just going around making sure that I have light hearts going across this whole panel, and I don't want this to be perfect. I am going for that messy look that also helped with all of the splatters that we did. And now I will create my sentiment. Here is just a piece of black cardstock that I heat embossed a sentiment from the same stamp set that we used for all of this video, and I just love that it's super long and can go across the whole panel. I just pumped, I don't know what it's called, but I just raised up my panel here, and I put some sequins down, and the sentiment says happy Bear Day to you, and super fun spring card to give away to someone, or a fall card, or wherever when you are using it. I just super love this technique of how you can select a couple of images by tracing that die cut piece on top, and you don't have to spend a lot of time coloring if that is not your thing. So here is my two cards, my two slimline cards for today. I hope you like them, and I will be back soon with some more inspiration. Until next time, have a great day. Bye!